Are you struggling with long COVID or chronic fatigue or those symptoms and you're wondering if it's long COVID? Well, this video is all about long COVID and why does long COVID cause those fatigue symptoms. So keep on watching. I've got 4 main areas for long COVID. What does the research in 2025 tell us? And that's 4 areas. And then I'm going to link that to 11 key areas. There's definitely 11 key areas contributing to fatigue in long COVID. So let's get started. Why exactly does long COVID cause fatigue? Well, I've looked at the current research in 2025. Rather than go specifically into it, I'm going to summarize it, but I'm going to put the articles in the description of this video. Why does it cause it? What's the current understanding? Now, there are 4 main areas, as I said. Now, unfortunately, that holistic understanding, they really intertwine. So it's quite challenging sometimes to say it's only immune or it's only blood flow issues. But reality is each section influences another section. But if we are to summarize it, there are 4 main key areas. Now, number 1 is immune system overreaction. Now, the body is definitely in a heightened state, and then it can lead to wearing out as well and fatigue. There's energy production problems in the mitochondria and the cell, and that's related to waste products. There's also blood flow issues. This is to do with the clots and the inflammation in the vascular system. And then there's viral reactivation. We've known this long before COVID with glandular fever and other things, that there is a load of viral load. Now, there are 11 parts to why long COVID causes fatigue. Now, 11. Number 1, we've got chronic inflammation, immune dysregulation. This inflammation contributes to inflammatory cascades, they're called, but basically the inflammation process becomes heightened and there's just inflammation everywhere, and then this causes fatigue. And number 2, we've got oxidative stress and nitrosative stress. This is nitric oxide and oxidative stress. All this means is, simplistically, antioxidants get depleted, and this causes damage in the cells. Number 3, we've got thrombogenic and microvascular dysfunction. Thrombo. Now, I think you are watching this, you've seen a lot of similar videos and in the past 5 years about clots and this type of thing. I won't get into that, but this is the issue on a microscopic level. There are clots occurring and damage in the cardiovascular system. Number 4, mitochondrial dysfunction. And this is in the energy production in the cell, and there's dysfunction because of waste, because of inflammation, because of the previous points as well. Number 5, we've got immune activation. Alarmins is such an interesting name, but this is a communicator in the immune system, a big factor in the lung tissue and in asthma and also in the skin, but basically they communicate to the immune cells, and then the immune system becomes overreactive and then exhausted. Number 6, we've got reactivation of old viruses. Now, viruses have been around for forever. We've got herpes virus. Who's watching has had a cold sore? It comes out, it goes back. Glandular fever is another one. The kissing disease in often teenagers during their exams, they get exhausted. And this is a reactivation of the old viruses. SARS-CoV-2 is the same. Potentially, I won't get into the differences, but there is this activation of old viruses, and then there's a big load on the system. Now, number 7, neuroinflammation and central nervous system effects. So nervous system, inflammation, central nervous system is the spine and the brain, and this is a reason why patients get brain fog. There's not only systemic inflammation in the cardiovascular heart and legs and everywhere, pain, there's also in the brain causing brain fog. Now, number 8, autonomic nervous system. Autonomic is to do with this fight or flight. I've talked about it in other videos to do with the adrenal cortex and adrenal fatigue, but the body becomes in a heightened state high alert, it can't maintain that. It becomes very stressed and burnt out and fatigued. Number 9, impaired waste clearance. And there's a secondary effect of this as well, but think about all of the damage of the cells and the clots and the inflammation, and this waste, it needs to be cleared. But if the rubbish truck doesn't come every week to pick up the rubbish, it just builds up in the body, and this burdens the body, causes everything to get worse, and of course fatigue. Number 10, sleep disruption, hormonal impairment, and vascular inflammation. Inflammation in the arteries and the veins and the heart, and sleep disruption. Patients trying to get energy, they need to sleep. Is it going to happen if there's disruption? It's a vicious snowball that gets worse and worse, and they're feeling shocking and fatigued. Number 11 is underlying muscle and nerve tension. So there are issues with patients who have had previous surgeries, such as a C-section for baby delivery or breast reduction, or an old injury in a joint. There's already a reduced oxygen delivery, but this exacerbates it and makes it worse. So there's even more issues in that joint or tissue, causing furthering of the symptoms. There's even more stress in that tissue, causing further issues. But to keep it simple, we want to keep it in steps. We want to target the most important, whether it's brain fog or muscle aches or immune system or cardiovascular or breathing. Then step 2, we want to build it up and support more. Step 3, we want to do holistic, and we want to ramp up the protocols and the things that we're bringing into the system to support it. Now, bonus things that can be used to support relatively safely, of course, consult a practitioner for guidance is the best way, but specific support could be N-acetylcysteine. It works on so many systems: anti-inflammatory, boosting glutathione and antioxidants, helping the liver, etc. EPA is from omega-3 marine sources, and magnesium. These are 3 keys, and then we can't underestimate diet. Fermented food for the vitamin K, keeping it clean, keeping it low inflammatory foods. And those are the reasons why long COVID causes fatigue.